Bonjour à tous. Vous êtes bienvenus à Lucien pour ce qu'on fait aujourd'hui. Nous vous accueillir aujourd'hui et merci. Merci.
The color is taking position. You will now be seated, please. Also at the commentary box we have Mr. Everett Obaji. He will be noted. Led by Major General Horn, Infantry. Distinguished parents and gentlemen, in continuation of acquainting you with the dance on parade, number 4 guard is mounted by Delta Training Company and is commanded by Captain S.E. Noir. The sub-guard commanders are Lieutenant Alam Bazam and Lieutenant F.A. Oriseja Obi. Echo Company comes in as number 5 guard, commanded by Major O.A. Olatunji. His sub-guard commanders are Captain A.B. Lamidi and Lieutenant A.B. Lawal. Also, we have the Foxtrot Training Company that forms the number 6 guard and is commanded by Captain M.I. Oji, while the sub-guard commanders are Captain H.S. Daria and Captain N. Mikailu. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, here are salute for the NDA Commandant Oyebade, Military Secretary Army, Major General Farouk Yaya, the Chief of Training and Operations, Major General Rengo Adoshu, and of course, the case, Major General Shogunke. The Emir of Southern, Dr. Shehu Idris, you're highly welcome. And distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, in continuation, may I request all to stand because this is national salute. Recognize and welcome our amiable minister. Highly decorated, the most decorated minister of our time, Lieutenant General TYB.
Ça c'est le chef d'armée nigérien.
The famous hands! 50 soldiers! 500 regular recruits! Ready! Fire special! Fire! Okay.
The Chief of Army Staff, Mountain Major Victor, That is the reviewing officer's profile while inspecting the parade.
Okay, arrive village de Total. Le parc novembre 1960.
A review local government area of Brothers. He had his primary school at the town. Thereafter, he gained admission into government teachers college, and he became the 20th Chief of Army Staff on the 17th July 2015.
Maintenant, il est le 20e ami chef du Nigeria.
He is an accomplished general who has multiple commands, both administrative and in the structural appointments over the years of illustrious career. Academics. We hold Masters of Philosophy degree in Security Studies, Masters of Arts degree in History, Bachelor of Arts in History, Defense Certificate in Education from Nigerian Defense Academy, Computer Appreciation and Management course at the Hamad Bello University Zaria.
À la base de Bello University Zaria, il a eu son diplôme en art histoire, défense certificat en éducation, et puis Nigerian Academy. Le computer science, il a eu aussi son diplôme là-bas. Aside civil qualifications, Lieutenant General Brutai in the course of his career have attended many courses both at home and abroad. The courses are Young Officers Course Infantry, Anti-Tank Platoon Commanders Course, Watermanship Course, Joint Operations Coaching Course, Joint Staff Course, Senior Staff Course, National Defense College, Bangladesh, Disarmament, Demobilization and Reintegration Course, Cornwallis Park, Nova Scotia, Canada, and United Nations Staff and Logistics Office.
Le cours qu'il est en train de parler, c'est le cours qu'il a eu pendant son diplôme, son intendant. Il a eu aussi le cours Young Officers Course, Anti-Tank Platoon Commander, course Watermanship Course, Joint Operation Coaching Course, Junior Staff Course, Senior Staff Course, et course du National Defense College, Bangladesh.
As a senior officer, he attended several seminars relevant to his field of study, including an international conference of directors of planning, research, and 2015.
Okay, il a fait beaucoup de travail comme le général instructional et staff capacity dans la course de son carrière. Platoon Commander, 26 Ambitious Battalion, 26 Guard Battalion, et Garrison Command Camp. Il était aussi le commandant de 82 Motorized Battalion.
Group 1 Training and Operations Army Headquarters, Colonel Plans and Army Headquarters, Department of Army Policy and Plans, Assistant Chief of Staff, Administration Headquarters, Infantry Corps Center. The General has equally participated in various operations at home and abroad. Notably among the operations, he has also participated are the United Nations Angolan Verification Mission, UNAVEM-2, OP Harmony IV, OP Mesa, OP Polo Shield, and he currently leading charge in the Operation Lafia Dole. He was at one time described as a rugged officer with good attributes. Only recently, it was reported in the media that General Brutai has the ability to conjure spirits of fight Boko Haram terrorists. To this end, we can bear testimonies that through personal discipline, show of valor, courage, inspiration and motivation, he has rekindled the spirit of his troops. General Brutai, who is happily married and blessed with children, is a member of Historical Society of Nigeria.
In the next moment, you will see what he and his delectable instructors have taught these Nigerians who 6 months ago did not want to arrive from their work. It is not magic. This is what happened. Because back to the...
Envoyer les chefs d'armée à sa place. Le chef d'armée est su par le commandant du
while the chief is exchanging pleasantries with the invited guests. Back to the parade ground. Reward for diligence. Champion Company. The Champion Company for members of 77 regular recruit intake of course is Bravo Training Company. For achieving this feat, they were outstanding in both individual and collective members of 77 regular recruit.
Champion compagnie, ceux qui viennent d'arriver.
They want to align themselves properly.
Ils vont s'arranger.
Aligning themselves. The parade commander is now moving forward.
Les commandants de parler. Ils arrivent où il va se prendre le salut.
On this note, I have the simple honor and privilege to humbly request the chief trainer to please invite the special guest of honor, the review officer.
General Victor Ezuma.
Salutes the banner. One step forward.
C'est le banner qui va prendre.
Takes over the banner. The banner bearer salutes.
Il a pris le banner.
The champion company commander.
C'est le commandant des champions.
Champion company commander hands over the banner to the banner bearer. Salutes.
Le commandant des champions. Il a pris le drapeau.
Champion company to your banner, present up.
Having met all the parameters and set up an great institution, Bravo Training Company has matured as champion.
Champion company, shoulder up.
Thank you very much.
Champion company.
Celui qui est en train de marcher.
Bravo Training Company. championship. The champion company is supposed to charge through the main body back to their position, and in respect of that, they have shouldered arm and presented arm for them because today is their day.
Comme ils sont retournés maintenant à leur position, ils vont commencer à recommencer ce qu'ils vont faire.
The chief army staff, sir, him going back to their position in readiness. Distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the journey has just started.
Mesdames et messieurs, c'est maintenant le commencement de ce qu'on a ici pour faire. Nous allons maintenant voir le commencement des activités qui vont commencer à faire leur activité de suite.
6 months ago, 23rd of April to be precise, these young men and women arrived this cantonment. And today, what we are seeing is a different ball game. They went through the firmament of being refined, of being broken down on this same parade ground. Today, what we are about to watch is a spectacle of their transformation from civilians to military personnel. 6 months.
Donc il est en train de dire que les recrues qui sont en train de faire les choses maintenant, c'est depuis le 24 avril qu'ils sont venus ici pour commencer leur formation. Maintenant aujourd'hui ils sont finis, on est en train de commencer des autres choses pour montrer exactement ce qu'ils ont fait depuis leur formation.
Welcome to Depot, no going back. That's the motto. With the buffalo, when the buffalo charges at you, only God knows what will remain of you. That is the insignia of this great institution. With their distinct color of white and red. Depot, Nigerian Army, located in Chindit Barracks. May I request and remind all that in reverence to the national color, when the color party approaches your location, you are please requested to stand, and military personnel in uniform you are expected to salute. Thank you.
C'est pour vous de vous arrêter s'ils sont venus ici devant nous.
May I request
même les militaires qui vont
the chief trainer to please invite the reviewing officer, the chief of army staff, to the saluting dais. The chief, sir.
Major General Tira
Why? Buratai. Mounting the host room, the saluting dais. Yeah. end. The second guard is made up of members of the Alpha Regime and is commanded by Lieutenant D.A.M. Musa. Ladies and gentlemen, outstanding ladies and gentlemen. And the table matters to be said, they will align to honor this very august parade. As well as soon as the train approaches your rotation, we are going to process the standing and service preparing you for the approach process to salute. Thank you. Let's Charlie Training Company is in Georgia and is commanded by the Ministry of the Private Company. While the subject command are Captain B.L. Atumokata and L.J. Emosele. Member of the Delta Training Company comes number 4 guard and commanded by Captain S. Unoa. The subject commando cat are Lieutenant Henry Alabama and LGS Otago. You will come to the Delta Company. Members of Echo Training Company form the number 5 guard and commanded by Major A.O. Olatuji and the sub-guard commands are Captain A.B. Kamindi and Lieutenant A.B. Hall. Lieutenant Captain to the Echo Company. Also on the lineup include members of the Progress Training Company, which forms the number 2 guard and is commanded by Captain M.I. Oji, a member of the Progress Company. He is not a female OC. And the Progress commands are Captain H.L. Diana and Captain M. Nikandi. Members of the Event Company forms the number 7 guard and commanded by Captain B.E. Alpha. Remember the Event Company is only female sex, which are very passive. And the sub-guard commands are Lieutenant Okwina and Lieutenant Onyekali. Very impressed that the special guest, so please go back and sit down. You don't allow a very big masquerade to remain standing for too long a time. Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, the March past of 77 regular recruit intake personnel parade is exactly what we're having now. This is the slow part of it. One of the military spectacle in regimentation and parade has to do with the transition, from slow march to quick time. Please watch this, because for those who have never been privileged to do this, it's something that you marvel at.
Nous on regarde les marches, ils sont en train de faire lentement maintenant. Quand tu les vois, quand ils passaient ici, ils marchaient rapidement. Mais maintenant, où il est maintenant, il marche doucement. Donc on est en train de regarder. Applaudissez. Applaudissez. That becomes also recommencé.
For the service personnel, both serving and retired, everybody would have had this as a nostalgic feeling, because everybody passed through this transition. Just listen to the digging of the heels. Tap, 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 tap. What a spectacle.
Ils ont vraiment des énergies.
Look at the swinging of the arms and the digging of the heels.
C'est pour nous montrer leurs capacités. Ils sont en train de bien marcher maintenant.
That's the mass band coming forward.
mangements sont en train de venir ici.
Once again, I remind us all, soon, or any moment the color party approaches your location.
President Training Company, the Capital Company, is approaching the opening guard and bring a respect over this house. You will not stop. If they are very good, that these men were just people who won't believe it. Check the questions. Next is after 20 minutes, you have to take this over. After 20 countries, you also have a day. By Captain
C'est Charles qui est le commandant.
On the line is members of Nigerian Training Company and is commanded by Captain S.A. Cooper, member of the Nigerian Company, and last but not least, members of Junior Training Company.
Lieutenant General Tiwa Bretagne. Il prend sa place maintenant avec Major General Victor Ezugo. Il se retourne maintenant pour aller à leur place.
From number 1 guard to the last guard.
Ça dit, ça range encore où il était avant de marche.
You will watch the synchronization. You will watch the signage. It's a beauty to behold. A round of applause for this couple. Oh, Kalabasi Mahabasi. Rolling spectacle. These are not already soldiers. These were men and women who came in here in 2018. 6 months. They came in here not knowing their right or their left.
Applaudissez. On est en train de regarder les gens qui sont les militaires, les formations qu'on a fait. Les gens qu'on est en train de regarder de suite, ils sont venus ici le 24 avril. Là, ils n'ont rien connaître de la formation du Nigeria. Mais maintenant, voici ce qu'ils sont en train de faire. Vraiment, c'est un bravo qu'on doit leur donner.
Keep appreciating them. Bravo.
Months.
Where are you? How far? Where are you? Office. I did my come on, talk to me. Okay, just wait. NTA. RSM.
Your Excellency, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, I have a single honor and privilege to request the Chief Trainer to please graciously invite the reviewing officer for the general salute by these young men and women.
C'est pour inviter le chef de l'armée de venir prendre le salut.
Please, can we appreciate this?
Applaudissez.
Can we appreciate them? Can we appreciate them? May I request the Chief Trainer to please take our reviewing officer back to his seat, because we're going to have another long. Before now in Nigerian Army, what were you? They will do stripping and assemble. They will strip this vehicle and, of course, reassemble. May I hand you over to Corporal Mwazo to run us through this stripping and assemble.
Our special guest of honor, sir. What you are about to watch here is the stripping and the assembling of TYB Rover 002 among the 5 constructed TYB Rovers. Now, the battery, the tailboard has been also been dismantled, already constructed in pieces to enable the crew or the personnel to move the vehicle from point A to point B as easy as we are watching now. The chairs has also been removed. The engine is also in the progress of losing all the bolts. The tailboard has also been loose and removed. The 4 recruits among the 10 are now moving the tailboard to a safer place before mounting back. The fenders also been removed and moved away from the vehicle. The back of the cab also been removed. Some of them are progress for removing the tire. The windscreen also will soon be removed from the cab. Watching the back bumper about to be removed. The left fender also removed. Now the windscreen will follow.
Please be reminded that this vehicle was not imported. It was done here by these men in front of you.
The windscreen also has been removed.
The only foreign body in this setup is the tire and of course the engine. Every other thing was fabricated here at Chindit Barracks, courtesy of the military skill acquisition team, ably led by the commandant, Major General Victor Okudili Ezugu, with a marvelous support from our Amiable Chief of Army Staff, Lieutenant General Toko Yusuf Buratai. Please, a round of applause for these people. Appreciate them, appreciate them. He has taken this Nigerian Army to yet another level as part of his vision.
The process of removing the engine from the cab and back axle are on the process of dismounting. The TUIB Rover 002 has been fixed from the crash, from the iron, here in Depot Nigerian Army by the MSA team, except the engine, tires and wheel, gearbox, back axle, spring wheel screen, among others. Now the cab will soon be moved away, separated from the engine. The cab is moving.
Unbelievable.
Now the cab has been moved.
Unbelievable.
The engine and the gearbox.
Please, shall we continue to be clapping for these men? This is made in Nigeria. In fact, made in Zaria.
Made in Depot. Not Zaria, made in Depot Nigerian Army.
Located in Zaria.
Here in the empty yard of Depot Nigerian Army.
Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, Your Excellency, His Eminence, all members here present, this is not a Nollywood show. This is not a Nollywood show. We should all appreciate this excellence. Please put your hands together for our brothers and sisters for having gone this far in just less than 6 months. Please, a round of applause. Keep appreciating them. Keep appreciating them. Thank you.
The engine and gearbox are now moved. The chassis were separated from the back axle. Only 4 of them will now move the back axle with tires to another place. The front tires now are on the process of separating from the chassis.
Oh, mesdames et messieurs, nous regardons ce qui se passe. La voiture qu'ils sont en train de démanteler dans cette sphère ici.
The front tires have
C'est
been
une
moved
nouvelle
away.
voiture
Remain only
fait
chassis,
ici au Nigeria,
or we can call it the frame.
à Zaria ici. Vraiment, c'est incroyable.
This
Ce
is
qu'on est en train de
TYB
regarder,
Rover
vraiment
002.
applaudissez. C'est incroyable ce qu'on est en train de regarder, parce qu'on ne savait pas que c'est possible de faire un truc comme ça ici au Nigeria.
Now this is a complete dismantling of TYB Rover 002, comprises a team of Captain A.T. Ibrahim as coordinator, Depot Nigerian Army Military Skill Acquisition Training as an infantry officer, and I, Corporal Mahazo Abdullahi, as his assistant, ST personnel.
He's going now to...
4 civilian consultants, Sanusi Adamu, Nafi Mohammed, Abdulmumin Ibrahim, and Amayo Atile from a graduate from Department of Mechanical Engineering, Ahmad Bello University, Zaria. That is a coordinator, Captain A.T. Ibrahim.
He is Daikon. Daikon is in trouble. And as we speak, as I run this commentary, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Depot Nigerian Army already has somebody who has indicated, the Emir Zozo has indicated interest that he will send his people for their own part of training. A round of applause for His Eminence. Please, it is not easy. Keep appreciating these Nigerians. Keep appreciating them. All we need to do is to tax ourselves and things will be done. And once you have the proper leadership, everything can fall in place. Thank you, our reviewing officer. Thank you for this encouragement. Thank you for making it possible to leave a legacy that for years, that outlive everybody. Outlive even those of your management team. What else can one say? What else can one say? This underscores your movement to Gumosho, where you went to the machine tool industry. It was something else. It was something else. 6 months. Unbelievable. Yes, from Kakas to Cruz. It's unbelievable.
As the process of mounting back the TYB Rover 002 in progress, the back axle is about to fix back. Engine has already been fixed back. Not only fixing the vehicle back, the main aim is when the soldiers are on motion with this type of vehicle, encountering an obstacle, can easily be dismounted, move from one place to another, mount it back, and continue their operation. It's just a mini operational vehicle. The cab is now taken back to its position.
Mesdames et messieurs, ce que nous sommes en train de regarder, ce n'est pas des films en fait, c'est les gens qui viennent de commencer leur entraînement ici, qui ont commencé leur formation ici au Nigeria. Maintenant, voici, ils sont en train de fabriquer une voiture. Regardons. Après la fabrication qu'ils sont en train de faire de suite, ils vont conduire la voiture pour sortir de cette arène.
The cab has already been fixed back, tighten other part of it. The back cab is also been fixed. The remaining part of the vehicle will now come back to their position.
Et puis quand vous regardez, vous voyez qu'ils sont très rapides de ce qu'ils sont en train de faire. C'est le travail de Depot Nigerian Army, conduit par Major General Victor Ezugu, à l'assistance de Lieutenant General T.Y. Brutai. Nous sommes vraiment contents de ce qu'on est en train de voir.
The rear body is coming back to its normal shape.
So what?
Left and right side has been fixed back.
Okay, c'est conduit par Skill Acquisition Department de Depot Nigerian Army.
The car is taking shape. Anyhow you look at it, it's taking shape. The recoupling, putting finishing touches to put it back in the state it was when it was brought into the parade ground.
The front doors also are now being fixed. Left and right are coming back to their normal position. The back seats now are turning inward. It's not only coming in with them outward, you can also use the same seat to turn them inward in case of rain, sun, put up the superstructures and mount back the trampoline as we can see. The process is on. The clutch, accelerating cable, front bumper, glass, windscreen, everything has been fixed. The front grip now, the bonnet, the trampoline is coming up to protect the personnel from rain, sun, and other obstacles. It's not only to move outward, but also the seat can now be turned inward, the same seat, the same position. The Nigerian Army MSAT, an initiative of Depot Commandant Major General Bio Izugu. TYB Rover 002 is coming back as TYB Rover. Now the front tires are now being checked for a tightened firmly in case of obstacle ahead. Say your touch here, it's just start. Some are doubting.
Even Mama put herself has turned to combatancy. Or have you have the combat lifesavers and of course the medics. We also have the automobile engineers who are definitely saddled with the responsibility of construction of the TYB rovers. This is the MSAT team, the military scale acquisition training team. Everything, and that is why in the military we are self-sufficient.
Regardons ce qu'ils sont à l'Hébert. C'est ce qu'ils ont fabriqué ici. Tout ce qui est, tu vois, quand tu regardes les mains, tu vois ce qu'ils ont là. Non, vraiment, ce qui se passe ici, ça m'étonne.
MSAT TYB rovers.
Five.
They are 5 in number and they will fly past. Wow.
001,
002, 003, 004, and of course 005.
TYB Rover made.
And for those who are just coming, or for those who don't understand what the TYB, of course, is named after the Chief of Army Staff, Tukol Yusuf Buratai Rovers. Please, once again, let's appreciate them. Let's appreciate them and thank you for this wonderful team.
by Major General and his team. Of course, in any formation, it's expected that the Nigerian Army flag will fly first. So, corps by corps, they are all coming.
Ils sont en train de prendre le salut.
The combat match, led by, of course, the first flag is Nigerian Army flag.
Le premier drapeau.
Their morale is very high because their chief is on parade. Next, of course, is Infantoire, the queen of the battle, the infantry, queen of the battle, rugged men. The Infantoire, comprising both the airborne, the counter-terrorists, the countermen, everything you can. The RPG-7, the base plate, artillery, the mortar.
Ceux qui viennent de passer maintenant, c'est eux qui font le combat. Quand vous regardez leur visage, c'est vraiment effrayant. C'est les infantries qui sont toujours là, qui passent.
The amphibious. Oh, infantry, queen of the battle. This is the chief's baby. I know he'll be smiling because this is his baby. This is his baby himself. Next, of course, is Amma.
Vraiment, c'est qu'on a.
I know that Major General, the GSC 3 motive is here, so he will be very happy. Amane, encore commander too.
Ils sont
wow.
Ce qu'on est en train de voir.
Artillery, corps commander artillery. This is artillery. Shoot them in. Shoot them in. Oh, here comes the supper. Because Nigerians, if you want it done the quickest way, give it to the engineers. Give it to the engineers. Zero Alpha. Zero Alpha. You ain't got communication, you ain't got nothing. The signals. Of course, next is the intelligence.
C'est eux qui viennent d'arriver. L'intelligence.
Nigerian Corps, supply and transport.
Le corps nigérien.
Yes, of course. In charge of our medics, Nigerian Army Medical Corps. Nigerian Army Medical Corps.
Ceux qui sont chargés de santé, ceux qui viennent de passer.
The ordnance.
Les militaires qui sont chargés de santé.
The Nigerian Army Ordnance Corps. Nigerian Army Ordnance Corps. Of course, Naimi. Nigerian Army Electrical and Mechanical Engineers.
L'armée nigérienne électrique et mécanique.
Next, of course, is Nigerian Army Corps Military Police, Child Military Police. If you say police is your enemy,
c'est l'armée nigérienne.
The Nigerian Army Education Corps, ensuring that we have quality manpower. Next, of course, is the most strategic corps. The commanders of the commander of the corps, Nigerian Army Finance Corps, combat decision. Next, of course, the Army, Nigerian Army Physical Training, Directorate of Army Physical Training.
Le directeur de
Next, of course, is Nigerian Army Bank Corps. And of course, the Directorate of Army Police Relations.
Le directeur de Nigerian
Texas is here. And I know he's happy. Even in war, we make sure that our spiritual needs are captured. Next, of course, is Nigerian Army Chaplain Services Roman Catholic. Next is Nigerian Army Chaplain Services Protestant. Wow. Next is the Directorate of Islamic Affairs.
Le Directorate des Affaires islamiques. Ceux qui viennent passer.
Of course, Human Rights Possible, Human Rights Desk, Human Rights, Nigerian Army Legal Services, Nigerian Army Legal Services, and of course, the new and born and battered Nigerian Army Women Corps, courtesy of the current chief, our
be with you. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much, sir. I request that the chief trainer please get back to his seat while we watch the Nigerian Army discipline of physical training.
And Lieutenant General avec Victor General, Major General Victor Izubu.
Your Excellency, the Executive Governor of Niger State, His Eminence, the Emir of Zazzau. Before I hand over to the master, to the warrant officer who will run the commentary and tell us what comes in with, let me advise that this thing is not to be practiced at home. I hand over to
Regardons ce qui s'est passé, ceux qui sont en place, ceux qui sont en train de faire.
Guide us through.
Maintenant, on attend.
Senior mission officers are present. Soldiers, personal recruits, good morning, sir. I am Warrant Officer Isidro Daniel, anchoring this program this morning. And what you have just watched now was the on and off. And we are going for true volt. That is true volt. And then groundwork, which is agility. We call the two of them vaulting and agility. What they are jumping over is called vaulting box, but we call it high horse in the military. Because of time, we are just going to show you segment of the military display, the PT display. That's a woman there. They say what a man can do, a woman can even do better. That is true vote and agility. It takes only man of agility to be able to perform all these activities. And this to show that the PT man is a man that's well coordinated physically and spiritually. If your mind is not in what you are doing, you are bound to make mistake. And if you try this at home on your own, you may sustain injury.
Madame, si vous regardez ce qu'ils sont en train de faire, c'est pas seulement les garçons qui sont en train de faire ça. Il y a aussi des femmes dedans. Quand on regarde,
we are going for a strike vote now. We are going for a strike vote. Watch the difference between the true vote and a strike vote. You see the legs open. That's a strike vote.
Bravo, on regarde ce qui se passe dessus.
That's the lady coming. What men can do, women can equally do better. Let's see if they can do it better. Please put your hands together for them.
C'est une fille qui est en train de faire ça. Mais on vous conseille de ne pas faire ça aussi à l'école. Ne jamais faire ça dans les hommes.
That was a good one there. Okay, sir. That's the last strike vote.
Non, vraiment, ce qu'on est en train de faire, vraiment, on n'a jamais vu. Tu as vu?
Put your hand together for them. And that is follow them back.
Mais on sait aussi les enfants qui sont ici ne font pas ça là à la maison. Pardon. Hey, Jesus.
That is follow them back.
No,
because of time,
we
will not be able to perform all. But however, we are going to showcase another activity.
Hey.
I've signaled them.
Non, quand on regarde ça, on voit vraiment.
Long hand drop.
C'est l'autre formation qu'ils sont en train de faire. Vous voyez. C'est pour montrer leur puissance. Aussi les enfants qui sont ici, on vous conseille de ne pas faire ça à la maison.
I've signaled them.
Ça qui vient de faire, c'est une file.
Ladies and gentlemen, they are going for neck roll now. Neck roll.
C'est une file encore qui est en train de faire encore.
Neck roll.
C'est incroyable aussi ce qu'on voit les femmes faire aussi.
After the neck roll, you'll be witnessing thief slip. And that is the thief slip there. Please put your hand together for these people.
Non, bravo, bravo, bravo. Applaudissez.
I don't think a woman can do this, but let's see if there's any woman that can perform this like the men. Incidentally, a woman is there. Let's see what she will do.
Tu as vu, c'est les femmes qui viennent de...
Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands over that lady. What a man can do, really, a woman can do even better.
C'est une fille qui fait ça.
That was a good one there, and this is quick through vote. Quick through vote.
Tu as vu ce que les gens ont pu faire. Tu as vu les enfants. C'est effrayant. Bravo.
They have a neck dive and roll. Dive and roll. To sleep. Dive and roll. Woo!
Tu as vu ça, c'est l'énergie que les enfants ont là. C'est très effrayant.
Gentlemen, this is made in Nigeria. Not made in China, neither is it made in Brazil. These people are trained in Zaria here.
Non, vraiment,
it's not,
ça c'est effrayant.
It's not film tricks. This is reality. Can we see what are they about to do now? That is, let's see what happens there. He passed through.
Tu as vu ce qui se passe?
He also passed through.
The military
Please put your hand together for them.
De faire tout ça là.
He passed through. What a man can do, a woman can only do.
C'est une fille qui
a passed through. Put your hand together.
Non. Ça on n'a jamais vu.
What happens again? This we are going backwards. What are they going to do? And let's see what they are going to do. Please do it in a hurry. We have no time. He's jumping over the fire. Whoa! Put your hand together for them.
Non, ça vraiment c'est un truc. Moi-même je n'ai jamais vu ça.
Il a sauté les feux. Very wonderful one there.
Ça c'est des militaires nigériens qui font ça.
That's someone sauté over the fire. No, gentlemen, put your hand together for them.
See?
We showing us that that's the kind of display for today. And as I said earlier, this is just a stanza of our PT display. Thank you for watching. I am again once in sports, Warrant Officer Ezimo Daniel. Thank you, and permit me to hand over honorably. No.
Can we appreciate them, please? And the reviewing officer, Chief Army Staff, to please help us do this award.
No sense to me. No come this side because we are the people want the person. Who wanna come this side? You got up. You don't cross my.
D 2018/77/3268 recruit Achimo Govilian from India Training Company, sir. Commander, Nigerian Army Women Corps Award, Best Female Recruit in Leadership. Please, can we appreciate her? While she was coming here, April 23rd of April, she never knew she would win an award. So let's encourage them. Next, of course, is the Commandant's Depot Nigerian Army Award, Best Recruit in Leadership and Character. The winner is D 2018/77/0559, Recruit Master Warrant Officer Olajide Sunday, Bravo Training Company.
Sir!
Next, of course, is the Chief of Administration Award, Best Female Recruit. The winner is D 2018/77/2467, Recruit Monica Jegede, Golf Training Company.
Sir!
The big one, Chief of Army Staff Award, Best All-Round Recruit. The winner is D 2018/77/3775, Recruit Anthony Eze, Juliet Training Company.
Sir!
That voice does not look like the championship voice, sir. Please, can we appreciate him? Can we appreciate him? They are now marching back to their various.
The Executive Governor of Niger State, Alhaji Abubakar Sani Bello, the representative of the Executive Governor of Katsina State, Honorable Hussein Adamu Karadua, His Royal Highness, the Emir of Zawzaw, Alhaji Dr. Shehu Idris, CFR, Principal Staff Officers from Defense and the Services Headquarters, they are present. The General Officer commanding 1 Division, Nigerian Army. The General Officer commanding 3 Divisions, Nigerian Army. Air Officer commanding Training Command. The Commandant, Nigerian Defense Academy. Commander Infantry Corps Center. The Commandant, Armed Forces Command and Staff College. Our host Commandant, Depot Nigerian Army. Past Commandants of Depot Nigerian Army, commanders and commandants of other military formations and institutions here present, senior officers, both serving and retired, the coordinator, Nigerian Army Officers' Wife Association, Zaria Chapter, and other members of the association, chairmen of local governments here in Kaduna State, distinguished invited guests, parents, guardians, and relations of the personnel recruits, instructors and administrative staff of Depot Nigerian Army and sister institutions, personnel recruits of 77 regular recruits intake, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. It is with great pleasure that I stand here this morning as the reviewing officer and special guest of honor on the occasion of the personal parade of the 77 regular recruits intake. Distinguished ladies and gentlemen, it is heartwarming to state that today's occasion marks yet another milestone in the history of this institution, and indeed the Nigerian Army in general. It is equally gratifying to note that this highly revered institution, established in 1924, has remained focused in the discharge of its primary responsibilities of transforming able-bodied young Nigerian men and women from civil orientation to well-trained soldiers to meet the manpower requirements of the Nigerian Army. Therefore, the Nigerian Army has over the years remained pivotal in sustaining the growth and development of the Nigerian Army towards fulfilling its constitutional mandate of defending the territorial integrity of our great country, Nigeria. This personal parade is desirably coming at the time when Nigeria is confronted with myriad of asymmetric security challenges. Consequently, it is gratifying to observe that Depot Nigerian Army has successfully continued to evolve its training activities to actualize my vision of having a professionally responsive Nigerian Army in the discharge of its constitutional roles. I believe that the 3,880 recruits who are personnel today will therefore assuage the manpower needs of Nigerian Army with competent and combat-ready young soldiers. It is my pleasure, and it has always been my humble submission, that realistic training is the best means of preparing Nigerian Army personnel towards achieving its role as enshrined in the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. I hereby state unequivocally that Depot Nigerian Army has improved on every aspect of realistic, result-oriented and mission command training. I am happy to note that the robust combat efficiency across the entire corps and formations in the Nigerian Army is yielding positive results, as evident in the resilient fighting spirit exhibited by our troops in the Northeast. Furthermore, the excellent demonstration of team spirit, discipline and coordination displayed by these recruits during this parade only buttresses the high level of training imparted on them by their instructors. I am indeed pleased to affirm that this noble institution has remained a center of excellence among other recruit training institutions within and outside our country. I therefore wish to assure the Nigerian Army of my continuous commitment and support towards improving the standard of training, welfare of recruits, officers and soldiers, as well as the staff. Suffice to say that the Nigerian Army is very dear to my heart and will continue to receive the needed logistics to sustain its activities. The joint military training exercise conducted at Falgore Forest with student officers and soldiers of Nigerian Army School of Infantry and the Warrant Officers Academy has further exposed the 77 regular recruits to counter-terrorism and counter-insurgency operations, as well as given the recruits opportunity to operate in terrain similar to the epicenter of our counter-insurgency operations in the Northeast. Similarly, the introduction of improvised explosive device awareness training and combat survival skills have molded you for tasks ahead. Notably, the introduction of military skill acquisition training, human rights training, and laws of armed conflict have indeed equipped the recruits with requisite knowledge and skills to operate in the ever-complex counterinsurgency environment. Let me at this juncture commend the Commandant and his team for the uncommon research and development feat which led to the production of the 5 patrol vehicles named TYB Rover in my honor. By this breakthrough, the Nigerian Army is poised to become self-reliant in Class B combat vehicles by the year 2025. Furthermore, the ultra-modern indoor simulator range, which I will commission this morning, is one of the cutting-edge technological training aids designed to improve recruits' marksmanship, skill, and economize the use of all classes of ammunition for training. I therefore urge the Nigerian Army to maximize its use to enhance the quality of young soldiers trained in the Nigerian Army. The collaborative training with the British Military Advisory Training Team has further introduced the recruits to contemporary training methods. I therefore wish to congratulate the recruits for the successful completion of your initial training at this institution. I equally welcome you to the Nigerian Army of your dream, where a lot will be demanded from you in terms of loyalty, selfless service, courage, discipline, integrity, and respect for others. You are expected to always do your utmost best in order to sustain these core values and ethos through high professional standards in order to enhance your individual competencies and share common vision. Consequently, I wish to implore you to invite and retain the mental, physical, and spiritual training given to you in this institution and the post-depot training which you shall be exposed to at your respective units, formations, and corps. Let me seize this opportunity to remind you about the oath of allegiance that was administered to you a few days ago, and to state that you are henceforth subject to both civil and military laws. Thus, you are to avoid any act that could tarnish the image of the Nigerian Army and the nation at large. I urge you to remain loyal to the constitutional authority where you are posted to serve. At this juncture, let me express my gratitude to Almighty God for making this grand occasion a huge success. I am also grateful to all our invited guests for honoring the invitation and turning up in mass to support and rejoice with the passing out recruits and indeed the Depot Nigerian Army. My sincere appreciation goes to the Commander-in-Chief, President Muhammadu Buhari, for his continued support to the Nigerian Army and the armed forces in general. My special gratitude and respect go to His Royal Highness, the Emir of Zauzau, Alhaji Dr. Shehu Idris, CFR, for his relentless support to Depot Nigerian Army. I also want to appreciate your entire effort to resolve all land issues between the Depot Nigerian Army and indeed our hospitable host communities. I wish to also thank the Executive Governor of Kaduna State, His Excellency Dr. Nasir El-Rufai, for his leadership and courage in supporting the Nigerian Army in Kaduna State. I must also acknowledge the Executive Governor of Niger State, Alhaji Abubakar Sani Bello, who is personally here and has also constructed a hostel in the Nigerian Military School, which at the end of this ceremony we will commission that project. Thank you, Your Excellency. On my part, I want to assure you of my desire to enthrone a sound culture of civil-military relations among all Nigerian Army formations and units with a view to subjecting the Nigerian Army to democratic control and indeed allegiance. Finally, I wish to commend the Commandant, his team of instructors, and entire staff for their highly enduring transformation of the training curriculum of the depot Nigerian Army, as evident in the high standard displayed by recruits of the 77 regular recruits intake. I want to also sincerely thank the Zaria community, individuals as well as the families who have contributed in supporting this institution throughout the years. They have always been around to rejoice with these young soldiers. Great in being transformed in this very unique institution. I urge you all to sustain this feat. I wish everyone safe journey to your respective destinations. Thank you and God bless.
The Chief of Army Staff, Nigerian Army, Speed, Speed,
No going back. Soldiers' Creed. Yes. Passing out to the groups.
This outdated cameraman, they talk to them, this camera.
Il vient pour faire le salut.
We are gradually inching to the end of this parade. It's indeed a reality. As of yesterday, those men and women standing down there, we are not too sure if this hour will come.
Dans un peu de temps, ça vient la fin de la cérémonie qu'on est en train de faire.
In fact, characteristic of every personal parade, there was a
Nous sommes
the recruits involved didn't find it funny.
pour vous accueillir ici aujourd'hui.
But here we are, about to start the journey into career. A journey, like the chief said. Yes, we shall meet again, but this time not on this parade ground.
Nous allons observer encore.
It is all your own. So now henceforth, everything about you becomes the next level.
Quand vous attendez, vous allez voir.
Your performance in the various courses you will be invited to attend. Your conduct,
Même les Karachis qui sont en train de faire.
your attitude towards the obeying of others, and as the Lord knows, determines how far you can go.
Ils sont là déjà venus pour
The
saluer.
chief trainer and his people have done their work.
Ils sont là venus pour saluer.
May I request all of us to just stand in reverence to the color and service personnel of the Thank you. The chief trainer and of course the instructors are doing their best. They are giving you the basics. Every other thing is at the beginning.
C'est la seconde activité ici. La joie de travail sont en train de passer, ils sont en train de marcher.
Thank you very much.
Bravo les amis Victoria.
You may now be seated, please. Thank you. May I also... You may be seated, please. You may be... Please take your tempo. After the group photograph, then